Hello everyone, so in this week's video we are going to be recreating 3 more Snapchat looks which I have already done 3 previously a couple of weeks ago on my channel and you guys seem to love it, so let's get on with 3 more. So to begin with, we're going to be taking some homemade gelatin. I will leave a link in the description if you want to know how to make that. We're going to be taking some pots which are microwavable so we can melt the gelatin in them and colour them. We're going to be taking some food colouring in red, orange, yellow, pink, blue, green, and I have black, but we're not going to be using black today because black's not in the rainbow, if you didn't know. And then finally the evil, what I call devil's dandruff glitter in the colours that we're using, and we can begin. So taking 1 piece of gelatin and putting it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds and melting it down. Try not to let it bubble as we don't want bubbles in the mixture, and we can add some red food colouring into this batch. We're just using a cap of the food colouring, and then we're going to add some glitter. But don't worry, today the glitter will be contained and trapped inside the gelatin and won't go everywhere. It won't kill us all, it won't upset us, it won't destroy us, evil. Whoa. Just mix all of that in. I ended up using more than I thought I would use for this, and then we're going to be doing the same for orange, yellow, blue, green and pink. It does look purple but it's supposed to be pink. Now we're going to take some eyeshadow in pink and we're going to put that on our cheeks and on the tip of our nose and blend that out, and then apply on this gelatin in red, orange, yellow, green, blue, then pinky purple. Make sure the gelatin's not too hot because it can be extremely hot and we don't want to burn ourselves whilst applying it. Make sure to check it before you apply it because you don't want it to be too hot. Dripping it down my chin and down my neck, and I'm also layering it so it looks like there's just loads of it bulked up. And this is Snapchat filter number 4. Snapchat filters 1, 2 and 3 are linked in the description. And yeah, so now we can move on to Snapchat filter number 5, which is going to be the pop art filter. So to begin with, I'm painting my eyelids bright blue with watercolour paints because they are very block coloured and solid. Once that's done, we're going to begin drawing the teardrops on the lower eye on my right eye. So for this, I just added a blue strip and then added teardrops onto them from smallest to biggest, inner to outer corner of my eye. Then took some white water activated face paint and highlighted in the centres of them to give them some tone and some depth. Then using red lipstick and painting my lips red and taking a thin brush and some black water activated face paint and outlining my lips just so the red stands out and it looks very cartoony and pop art like. Then painting the insides of my lips black and then drawing these little lines so it looks like my lips are puckered and it's just defining details on my lips. Once that's done, we can go ahead and add the details on my chin, my cupid's bow, my nostrils, define the shape of my nose, and then I can go in and add the extra details on my eye and a little bit on my forehead and then my cheekbones. Once this is done, we begin to work on the eyebrows. So we want to have a really thick curved eyebrow, and then we're going to point it on the inner corners at the top. This will give us the effect that we look sad and crying and unhappy. And then once that's done, we can begin working on adding this black piece on our blue eyelids and then adding the lashes, which are really exaggerated and overdrawn so that we just have massive lashes on top and bottom of our eyes. And this is Snapchat filter number 5, and you now look like an amazing piece of Roy Lichtenstein's work. Now for Snapchat filter number 6, we're going to be working on one that I refer to as the colour splash filter, which there has been a big sort of uproar on Instagram and Twitter about this Snapchat filter looking a lot like Glam & Gore's work, which she did a couple of weeks ago. So being this looks so similar to one of Mikey's pieces, I wanted to change it up a little bit, staying true to the Snapchat filter, but I wanted to use bright neon face paint and just make it really pop and look different. So for this, I'm just running them down my eyes and lips in the colours green, blue, yellow, pink, orange and purple. And then just make sure that they're not painted too neat, but we don't want to go wild, we want to keep it sane. And we just, want to really emphasise this colour and emphasise the crying. Then adding the same details on our cupid's bow, our nose and nostrils, and then we're going to be working on our eyebrows. So we want to overdraw our own eyebrows, make them really thick and black, just so they look pop arty, and then painting the bottom and top of our eyes, just so it really defines our eyes, adding on some really over exaggerated thick eyelashes with black face paint, and making sure our eyes are just really dark so our eyes stand out to this coloured piece, and then outlining our lips, staying in line with our lips so it looks like we've been coloured in by a 5-year-old. This is the effect we're going for, like seriously. Then feathering the inner corners of my eyebrows, and that is it for this Snapchat filter number 6. Thank you for watching this week's video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up down below. Please share, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Check the links in the description for all of my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let me know what else you want to see. Any questions, queries or concerns, I'll be happy to answer in the comments, or if you message me through my social medias. And be sure to come back next week for a new video. If you want to know how to make homemade gelatin, the link will be down below in the description. Just check it out, there's all links there which will be very useful for you from this tutorial. So I'll see you next week for a new video. Goodbye.